is going on? What is going on? This is episode 93 of the Beltway Boys. I am Austin here with the one and only, the beautiful, the talented, Walker. What is going on? Hey, this is back to back, Walker. This is something we ain't familiar with. Back to back wins, back to back dubs. Your mic is on mute, but Texans back to back dubs put up 30 points again, beating the Pittsburgh Steelers 30-6. Who the hell would have seen that coming, Walker?
Oh man, I could have never imagined they were gonna blow them out like that. Man, back to back wins, bro. I'm speechless, honestly.
Been a minute.
I've been lit this whole week.
Yeah, don't know how
Like
to act.
they don't know how to act. Don't let them win Sunday either, man.
Ooh,
It's gonna
yeah,
be people acting brand new.
yeah.
I'm
Walking
gonna be
around with
one
that
of
chest
them.
out. Yeah, I see you with the Texans hat. It's been a minute
hmm
since I seen you rock that one. Now you can do it
hmm
with pride a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. Like my boy CJ said, man. Now you can walk around with some pride.
Texans
You know.
pride, man. And let's get into that. How about his play? This man is a rookie, balling. I think breaking the record for most passes without an interception for a rookie. Second
I
most
think he
yards, right?
almost can break them.
Or he's
Yeah,
about to, right?
he I want to say he's fifth right now. They keep showing that stat on like Texans games,
Mm-hmm.
but apparently that's not correct because I think he still has to pass Tua. I think he needs one more pass to pass Tua,
Mm.
and then somebody else. And I know Dak is still. I think Dak might have the
Mm.
record, but he has like three or four. I think Kyle Allen's on there. It's crazy.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. So he still has a good amount. He could probably move the top two, I think, this game, and then depending on how many passes he can throw, if he don't throw a pick, he maybe could to take the first spot. But yeah, he's second um to Cam Newton and for like the I think for the first four games.
So really the question is this a different Texans? It just feels different, Walker. It feels like, is this something we can get used to, get comfortable with?
Hmm,
Like CJ Stroud's balling. D'Amico
man.
Ryan's got these young guys flying around. Like, it really feels like these 4 or last 3 years, whatever it was all kind of leading to this. you know.
Man, if you man, you got to much love and respect to all my fellow Texans fans who
Mhm.
have stuck through. Cause those have been I've been a fan, like we've been fans since it first started, since the inaugural season, bro. And this my and all of my fandom, bro, that those were the worst those were the depths. Those were the worst years I experienced. So if you stuck with those, man, then salute to you, because um those were tough times. But I think like you said, bro, it's changing for sure. It's
And
changing.
it-
They play with a certain different swag, like defense that, like you said, they're swarming. They're always getting to the ball. Um, Offense is just I can't even talk enough about the offenses looked, and Bobby Slowick and C.J. Stroud and Nico Tank, like injured offensive line. We're gonna have our line back this week, so man, I think it is, bro. I think it is. I think they are establishing and building that culture right now.
yeah, 100%. And it feels different. It does feel different and it feels sustainable. In the past, that Watson era, they had a lot of talent, but they were top heavy. This feels like this is the most depth I can remember them having. Like you said, they had the backup offensive lineman playing, and they didn't allow a single sack versus Pittsburgh, and that was Pittsburgh's strength. TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith got held in check, didn't give up a single sack, and those were some third stringers back there. And CJ Stroud was throwing dots, man. It's just, it's special. He's a rookie. The way he speaks and talks about his
Mm.
teammates and the game of football, it's infectious. And you can't help but just become a fan of this guy when you hear his press conferences. This guy is a superstar waiting
Mm-hmm.
waiting to grow, you know? And the Texans already have a lot of talent. They're only going to add more to it. And it's crazy because right now, these last couple of years, we are already looking ahead to the draft. And me and you,
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah. Oh,
draft
for
is our
sure.
thing. So we're probably
Yeah.
already still doing that. But
Yeah.
now it's like we're kind of looking ahead to the postseason. Like now I'm looking at the schedule like, oh, they could win this. They could win this one.
Mm-hmm.
They could win this one.
Yeah.
Oh, they might end up in the playoffs. Oh, depending on our matchup, we might go to second round.
Yeah.
Oh, like it's
That's a
just
great point.
like now you're a lot more optimistic where before you were just like, man, I hope they get a good draft pick, like a Debbie
No,
Downer.
legit. I remember fans used to be like, "Have fun looking at the mock drafts, loser."
Ah!
Like, and I just be like, "Man, you know what? You're right. I can't
Yeah,
even. I can't. I have no comeback for that. Get
no
forwards and look
rebuttal.
into the mock drafts. But like you said, now we actually are like looking at the schedule of like, man, we could beat this team. We might be able to beat this team. Like this team probably should be a win for us. Like we might lose to this team, but we might be able to. That's something we haven't done in years.
Years.
Years, bro.
It's been a minute, and it's so young, so new that it's only going to get better. It's only going to grow. So, man, the sky's the limit. I can't wait. Let's go ahead and get into this next game because it's like, shoot, now we talking about wins. Now we talking about like
hmm
consecutive win streaks and breaking records and doing different things. It's a crazy place to be in. But the Texans go into Atlanta and play the Falcons. Falcons are coming off a loss. They just played in London. Check the stats. Teams that come back from a London game usually don't do good the next game. And they're 2-2, just like the Texans are 2-2, but it feels like we're in the opposite, going the opposite directions almost.
hmm
What are your predictions for the game, and how do you see it kind of playing out?
Oh man. My I my prediction, like who I think gonna win, I wanna I'm gonna pick the Falcons because the past 2 weeks I picked the opposing team and we won. So
Hmm, I
I'm
love
gonna
it.
stick with that until it don't work. But um I think the Texans have a good chance of winning because again the quarterback play. I trust CJ Stroud, to make more plays and be smarter with the ball than I trust Desmond Ritter. Um, I think it's that simple. The one thing that scares me are like that I would be afraid of because I think we are I think most fans, especially after these past 2 weeks, are overlooking the Falcons a little bit. Um, and they have a really good run game, and that's probably our biggest weakness on defense right now as a team. Probably is being able to stop the run. And they have a really good coach at scheming that up. So, if anything, that would be something I'd be worried about is if they can, you know, figure out a way to stop the run. Perriman, I think, is back this game. I think I saw. So, I think that should help a lot. And then the impact of freaking Jalen Petrie and Jimmy Ward makes a huge difference, especially in that running game. Because both are, I think Jimmy Ward is one of the better run defenders for safeties. I think I saw. So, and then Petrie, we saw what he did. He made was it Warren? He made fumble in the backfield.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, so like we know what he gonna do. So it's just like I feel very like good about this game. But if it was anything to happen, like um, I feel good about the special teams again. Like last week we talked about special teams. We scored like what 9, 12, like nine. I don't know how many points on field goals, but that was big for us. And offense was able to run the ball like we said they would probably need to try to do quick passes and
Yeah.
screens like we said. So everything worked out, man. But if I had one worry, it'd for sure be the Falcons' ability to run the ball and maybe keep the ball out of our offense's hands. Um, but I mean, if you're the Falcons, I feel like that has to be your game plan. But I don't think they would be able to score with us if they try. If it came down to a back and forth game, or if it came down to them having to keep up with us, I don't think they would. If they have to keep up with us, it might be a blowout.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, no. I agree. I feel like Desmond Ritter, that offense, the only thing that scares me really is the running game. And it feels almost like they're due for one. They haven't really gone off yet. Bijan Robinson is that guy, and he hasn't had his like welcome to the NFL moment as far as like him breaking out. Not like him getting hit or nothing like that, but him breaking out where it's like, oh, he's a household name like he should be and he's gonna be. In the past, those are the type of games that happened to the Texans. Last week, it almost felt going into the game, the Steelers were struggling on offense, and it felt like because of the Texans and who they are, that was the week the Steelers were going to get it right. And they fucking did even worse and laid a goddamn goose egg damn near on offense. Yeah, I don't think they scored a touchdown. It was 2 field goals. Whatever.
yeah. I don't think they scored a touchdown.
Yeah. So the Falcons, although it feels like they're due to have a breakout running game, breakout offense, they got all these weapons. I'm going to say again, the Texans are like, nah, no. I think the Texans are going to do what they've been doing these last 2 games, defense dominating, offense balling. And the Atlanta Falcons are going to go into week 6 panicking and figuring out what the hell they need to do at quarterback because Desmond Ritter is not the answer. So I'm gonna go. I'm feeling confident, Walker. I'm starting to talk with my chest hair out. God damn
I
it, you
think
know.
didn't you pick the Steelers to win too?
No, I did choose the Texans.
Oh
I said with
no,
everything,
yeah, that's what I meant to say. My fault. That's
yeah,
what I meant to say. I think you picked the Texans. Yeah,
with the Texans, I think I might have went with you with Jacksonville that week when they played Jacksonville. I think we both went Jacksonville. But last week I was
yeah.
just like, man, with the JJ retirement and everything, I
Hmm.
was like, man, the energy should be different. And I do feel like it kind of felt like that. Like it just felt like they wasn't going to lose. But for this game, I just feel like they're clicking. They're clicking
Hey,
and the Falcons are reeling, going opposite directions.
it's just like that, and not to mention like the fact that the Falcons just got back from London too,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't think we talked about enough for the Steelers game either. How they had their plane delayed, and they had, unfortunately that plane situation happened with them, so their routine kind of got messed up a bit. I think people don't take into consideration how much of that rest and that ability to be on a routine matters. And coming back from London, like
Mm-hmm.
your body still needs to acclimate back to being in America. Then you gotta play a football game. Um, you would think I saw Nick Casario say you have the option to pick if you want to do a buy or not, but you would think most teams would take that buy coming back, because that
Mm.
just doesn't seem like a smart decision to play again right after that. And I looked up, like I wanted to look and see like what teams' records were after coming back from London. Um, I didn't look at all the London games, but I looked at most of like the Jags' recent um opponents from like London, and I didn't see any. I think I looked back to 2017, and I didn't see any one of them that won.
Damn.
They all lost,
The following
including
week.
including us. Yeah,
Damn.
the following week we played the Ravens the following week.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, but yeah, they all lost the following week. So I feel good, man. But I don't want to jinx it, and I'll let y'all do the chest puffing. I think we'll be straight though. But um yeah, I think we'll be fine though.
If I had to put a prediction on it score wise, I'm just gonna do it. I'm going. I don't think they get 30 this week.
Hmm.
I'm going 27. 13.
27-13. Yeah, I like that. Because I could see Bijan breaking the long run and getting them down to the red zone or something. We don't give up big plays, and
They
that's
don't
like a key for D'Amico's defense.
bend, but don't break.
Yeah, so it's like I could see a one or two long runs happening to us, but I think it's gonna be tough for him to consistently move the ball. Like I said with Kenny Pickett last week, it's gonna be tough. You have to be very good. Like you need to be very good because it forces you to dink and dunk, and like be comfortable taking those plays. So um, it should be a good one, man. And like when we play the Falcons, I wonder what our record is versus them. Do you
Mm,
ever remember hardly ever losing to them?
mm,
Maybe when they
mm.
were Matt Ryan and Julio at one point. I feel like we usually do pretty good versus the Falcons.
I feel like the Texans do pretty good against the Falcons.
Yeah.
I think Julio and Matt Ryan era might have beaten them
Mm-hmm.
one time, but I know early in their era they lost in Houston. That was
Yeah.
Kareem Jackson's like second season, him playing better versus Julio. Yeah, yeah, I remember that. Falcons, yeah. I feel like the NFC South just in general, other than the
We do pretty
Panthers.
well against, yeah. We
Hmm.
always have our biggest years.
Yeah, when we played that division.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Crazy.
crazy how it's going to happen again. History repeats itself, Walker. Let's go. But
Bro.
so we both, you were going with the Falcons for the sake of
For the
keeping,
sake of the jinx, yeah.
keeping it alive. I'm gonna go
Mm-hmm.
Falcons again. I just don't trust Desmond Ritter, and I don't think they're good enough to overcome it.
Yeah.
Um, but let's go ahead and move on to the rest of the NFL. We did have a Thursday night football game last night, and it was the Chicago Bears versus the Washington Commanders. And
Wow.
God dog, did Justin
Mm-hmm.
Fields come out like Ohio State Justin Fields, like balling, and
Man,
they put up a 40 burger and beat the Commanders 40-20. What were your thoughts on that one?
that was I'm so happy for him, man. That's
Me too.
like he gets bagged on and like
Like
buzzed, and
hard.
we need to draft Caleb. They were chanting Caleb Williams at the Bears game last week.
Mm,
Um, yeah, man. So I'm just happy to see because like we said, hopefully he gets traded to the Falcons or something, man, and he can play, he can ball. But I'm just happy he was able to do his thing. And then DJ Moore went off too, and I think we talked about this. The fact that the Panthers traded him, I don't understand.
set them
Like
back.
no matter if you wanted Bryce that bad, which I don't think that was necessary. I mean, the owner did, but like they were going to trade up to the second pick after Chicago traded down a second. So you knew you were taking a QB, period, no matter if it was Bryce, CJ, whoever. So why would you're setting them up for a little bit of failure by not having
Hmm.
a receiver that like especially that's why the Panthers is such an enticing place. I felt like it's like okay, if you have a young QB, they're gonna have somebody to come in and throw to immediately, and we saw that last night with Fields. So that's just something I don't understand.
Set them back. It's gonna
Yeah.
take a year or two.
And what's crazy is the owner somebody posted a video of the owner after they drafted Bryce, and I guess they were asked about trading away DJ Moore, and he was like, "Well, when you got a point guard like he was even doing emotions. He's like, you got a point
Ugh.
guard like Bryce who can throw people, open, and he can spread it out and be a point guard and distribute it. You don't have to spend money on a high price receiver. You can use that money on defense." And now they're trying to trade for a number one receiver. They say
Yeah,
that owner
yeah,
might he gonna do whatever he can to he gonna go all in on Bryce, no matter
yeah.
how bad it affects the future of the team. He in too deep. He not finna.
And it's his call. It was him.
Yeah, it was his call, bro. That's what I see Panthers fans saying that he wanted Bryce. They don't think Frank Wright wanted Bryce
Mm,
because he likes tall quarterbacks like his roommate. Boomer Esiason, one of them had interviewed Boomer Esiason. This was like a radio station for the Carolina Panthers, and they had interviewed Boomer before the draft, and he was saying like I was roommates with Frank in college, and he likes big quarterbacks like 6'3" to 6'5", 215 to 230 pounds. So and they said he had to be convinced to draft Price.
mm,
Yeah,
mm. Well, that sucks for them.
yeah.
It's got nothing to do
Sucks
with the
for Bryce
Texans.
too. Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah, it
sucks.
do
Yeah,
suck
nothing
for
to do with us.
Bryce. It do suck for Bryce. And you know what? I still think he's a good quarterback. It's just
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna take him some time. It's the situation Carolina put him in, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what it is. But shout out to Justin Fields, super impressive, and shout out to DJ motherfucking Moore. But next game we got is actually funny, ironically enough, is the Panthers versus the Lions. I'm gonna go Lions. I'm going Lions. Who you got?
I picked Panthers last week. Um, and they almost. I feel like they could have won that game, but I think I was leaning because I told you I'd be doing that pick 'em on ESPN.
Hmm.
I was leaning. I was leaning the Panthers game, but nah, bro. I was thinking like Aiden Hutchinson he's gonna demolish that line. Like
Mm,
they're just Bryce ain't gonna have no time to throw unless they drastically have changed the game plan, which is possible. So we
yeah,
saw what we saw last night. What happened with Fields? Like they've been drastically changing stuff. So, but I'm gonna go Lions.
yeah. Next one, you got this. We got Jacksonville versus Buffalo in London.
Bills.
Bills.
Yeah.
I agree. They've been balling these last couple weeks and looking really dominant. The way they beat Miami last week, that was impressive. Next game, we got the Saints versus Patriots. Man, this game probably gonna be the ugliest game this weekend. I'm going Patriots, but who gives a fuck? You know what I mean?
I,
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
man. I still haven't watched that Patriots. They play the Cowboys, right? I think so.
Last
They got blown
week.
out.
Yeah,
I think they played Cowboys. So
yeah, last week.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Saints. I think their defense will shut down Mac Jones.
Yeah, he got to prove it.
Yeah,
Yeah, God dog. You know what? I'm
Bill
changing my
O'Brien.
pick. I'm changing my pick. Saints. No. Next one, you got this one is Titans versus Colts. Jonathan Taylor might be coming back now.
Wow. I was gonna lean Colts anyway. Um, I think they sneaky got a solid team. Like their defensive line is really good.
Hmm.
And their line has been playing really good too. So I think that's gonna be a real close. That's gonna be a good game though. That's gonna be a real good game.
Yeah, I think I'm going Colts too. Titans, I don't know. They're just
They're
I don't know.
so
It's
up and down. Yeah, I don't
yeah,
know.
hard team to read.
Hmm.
Next one. This one's gonna be a good one. They got it at noon. This should be prime time. What the fuck? Is Ravens versus Steelers. I'm going Ravens. Pittsburgh got to figure it out.
Same. I don't. Yeah, after what I saw last week, I'd be
Yeah.
shocked. Yeah.
Yikes. Next one. This kind of same thing. We got the Giants versus Dolphins. I'm going Dolphins. I don't know what the fuck. Giants. God dog.
Yeah, same. Dolphins. That's yeah. I don't know. Yeah, like you, same thing you said.
Right? This is another one. This is a conundrum. Albert Einstein couldn't figure this out. Bengals versus Cardinals. What the fuck happened to Joe Burrow?
I'm gonna chalk it up to the calf injury.
Gotta be, right?
Yeah,
Gotta be. And he's
yeah.
trying to thug it out or something.
He trying to
And
thug it out, and what's his name? Chase said he shouldn't. Chase told him he should have rested.
Tripping,
But
tripping.
it's Bengals versus who?
Cardinals.
Oh gosh. That's you. Wow, you're right.
I feel like
I'm gonna go
Cardinals.
Bengals. I'm gonna go Bengals. But
Uh,
Cardinals have been playing good.
I'm gonna go Cardinals just for the sake of it. Like you said,
Yeah.
they have been playing good. Shots. Phew, phew.
Oh
He's
gosh.
been coaching his ass off.
I don't think I
And
picked the Cardinals to win one game yet.
one game,
I don't
none.
think I picked them yet.
I think I chose the Cowboys to beat them that week.
Yeah.
And one of my pick'ems, they fucking beat the Cowboys. So
Yeah.
now I'm already kicked out of the pick'em league.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, damn you.
Those are the worst.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So now I'm not gonna pick against them. I
Yeah.
learned my lesson. Next one we got, you got this one is the Eagles versus Rams. This could be a good one.
Yeah. Eagles got to lose someone. They ain't looking like they just a juggernaut.
They not
Uh,
this year.
I'll go Eagles though. I think they got enough to beat the Rams.
Yeah, I do too. Even though Cooper's coming back, or Cup,
Oh,
Cooper Cup,
really?
right? Yeah, he's
He
coming.
is?
Yeah, they announced it today. I saw. Um,
Mm,
so it's a big
that's
deal.
yeah. That might change
Um,
things.
but even with that, I feel like the Rams, they're in a weird spot too. They got a lot of talent, but they're also just so depleted from that championship run they went on, giving up all their draft picks,
Hmm.
not really having any cap space. It's a weird spot, but they got a good quarterback and a good head coach and Aaron Donald, and they're still winning, looking competitive. So I'm gonna go Eagles too, but God dog, this could be the game of the week. Next one, this is I don't know what this is, Walker. This is interesting. We got the Jets versus Broncos. I'm going Broncos, but it could be the Jets. I don't know.
I'm going Jets. Yeah. The Broncos, man. They got some issues too. That's gonna be a good game too. That's where I forgot what I was gonna say. You remember what Sean Payton said about Hackett? You know,
He was talking that
basically,
shit.
yeah, he was talking that. So I don't think the Jets forgot that at all, and
They will.
I think they gonna put it on them.
Mm,
Yeah.
damn. Yeah. Sean Payton, he ain't looking too hot right now.
He's not. He's
I'm
really not.
I'm thinking those players might not be fucking with him or
Me
something
too.
because the
Me
level of
too.
effort, the it just ain't there, and it seems
Bro,
intentional
yeah.
because they
You
weren't
speaking of
this
that,
bad.
man, did you I don't think they F with Russell Wilson either. I think they want to get
Mm.
him out of there. like
Mm.
like we about to get him out of here, y'all, and try to get Caleb here. Um but you seen that Marshawn Lynch interview? Basically he was like, Russ called me from a block number.
Yes.
And then when they talked, I think he was acting Hollywood. He wouldn't say what Russ said, but I feel like he was acting Hollywood because Russ has some weird aura about him.
Hmm.
It's just very weird. And we thought it was just like a public perception thing, but I guess it was like a locker room thing too. Like he must have thought he was
Above.
above everybody. Like not giving your teammates your number, like thinking you know, Mr. Everything, I guess. Like Richard Sherman hates him.
Yeah, he did not rock
Like he
with
be
him.
talking down on like they still mad about that interception. Like it's like some Boston Celtics hating Ray Allen stuff, bro.
I was
But
gonna say that's gonna be a lifetime. Like
hmm
it's forever.
they gonna have to have a real kumbaya sit down meeting.
I hope and pray because you know Richard Sherman do that Thursday night football. I hope and pray Broncos don't have no Thursday night game, and I hope and pray they do not win. So there's not no awkwardness
hmm
post game
Yeah.
clips. I don't want to
hmm
see it. I really don't,
Yeah.
man. But Yeah, I'm going Broncos, but for everything you just said, I'm switching my answer and I'm going Jets. I'm
Hmm.
going Jets. It's the Nathan Hackett revenge game, and who would have fucking
He was
thought?
a bad coach, though. I'm not
He
gonna
was
lie.
terrible,
Like, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna give him
flat
a
out.
little bit of the benefit of the doubt because I think Russ is cooked, but he was bad. I remember that Texans game. He didn't know what he was doing at all.
Yeah, it was terrible. Um, uh, yeah, they paid a lot, and it
Mm-hmm.
backfired. Seattle's
Mm-hmm.
looking good. They seem like they made out with it perfectly. God damn it.
Yeah.
Um, Next game, maybe this might be a good one. We got the Chiefs versus Vikings. Who you got?
Give me the Chiefs.
Yeah, they look
Vikings. They got
beatable.
all offense and no defense, man.
No, agreed. It's just like Chiefs look beatable this year. Every game they play is a tough game.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. I feel like this is a game where the Vikings could sneak it, but you're right. They can't stop a fucking nosebleed. It's
Mm-mm.
it's it's bad, but we'll see. I'm
Might be
going
high
Chiefs.
scoring, maybe.
Yeah, I can see that. Justin Jefferson, please. Uh, Sunday night game. Oh, this gonna be the game, Walker. We got the Cowboys versus 49ers. I'm going Cowboys. And I think this game means a lot to the Cowboys. They need it psychologically just to get over that
Mm-hmm.
hump. I think they're going to beat the fuck out of the 49ers. That's my
Wow.
prediction. I'm
That's a
going
that's I was thinking about this either yesterday or today, like this game, because I think I was listening to the radio and they were talking about something about it. And I was like, bro, Cowboys might actually go out there and dominate them. Just because of like what you said, like not being able to beat them in the playoffs. I don't know when the last time they beat the 49ers. Um, the 49ers just have their number. Um, I don't know, man. Are the 49ers undefeated? Or
I
did they
think
lose?
so. I don't think they've lost.
I don't think so either. I'm gonna pick the 49ers, man. I'm gonna go with them, but I could see exactly what you're saying. I could see a blowout
Yeah,
Cowboys.
49ers undefeated. And they just traded for damn Randy Gregory. 49ers. Oh, man. You imagine if you play this week against the Cowboys? They some hoes. Uh, Last game, Monday night game, we got the Packers versus Raiders. I'm going Packers. Who you got?
That's gonna be a close game too. Packers look like they've been a little bit of fraud so far.
Hmm.
Man, I don't know who to pick on this one. I think I'm gonna go Raiders.
Ooh,
I think I'm gonna go Raiders. I've been picking the Packers. I feel like they've been letting me down.
it's weird. Like they get going in the second half. Jordan Love does.
Mm-hmm.
First half, he looks like an unprepared, unready NFL quarterback. In the second half, he looks like the second coming, like the new aged Aaron Rodgers or something. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck? So eventually, if they can get him to play 4 quarters, it might be something scary. But that's our week 5 preview slash predictions. And we got to switch it off to a different sport now. The Rockets began training camp this week. Next week they got some preseason games, but I think we've seen enough clips, we've seen enough interviews to kind of understand the temperature of practice and training camp so far. What has stood out to you so far for these young Rockets led by Ime Udoka?
I've only seen a couple clips, man, but one person, I mean that Jabari, seeing Jabari like get to the lane and finish and like get so low to the ground and turn a corner, that's scary. If he found it looks like he found some flexibility that he did and strength that he didn't have last season.
Hmm.
He would have failed. Like he would have failed or lost the ball on that. Like he would have tripped over himself or something last year. So seeing that could be very scary for the NBA if he turns into somebody who can do that regularly. Um, so that, but amen, bro. Every time I watch anytime I watch practice footage or any clips like that, bro, I'm just like, this guy is clearly on that court. He just looks different from everybody else. Like he jumps faster and higher and is quicker is bigger than everybody else. He hangs in the air longer than anybody I ever seen in my life. That pass he made, he had a pass the first day of practice kind of similar. He had a rebound, the freaking jump ball. He grabbed the jump ball, then he got in the lane, and he dished it underneath the basket of the tape. And then he did that pass to Cam yesterday where he was in the air looking one way, faking it one way, and then he zips it to Cam under the rim. He gonna be a he if he gonna get a chance to develop off the bench too, man. He gonna be a pro. His shot looks like completely different, bro. I don't think the NBA fans realize what might be coming.
Yeah, it's it's funny. I seen a lot of people getting hype yesterday, the last couple of days of the Amin Thompson highlights from practice, and I seen Landry kind of be like, "Oh,
Mm-hmm.
y'all," and he's like, "Oh, y'all are
Y'all thirsty
hyping
for
him, yeah, y'all hyping him up or whatever," and it's
I
like,
said y'all thirsty for this
"Nah,
guy.
man, this
I'm like,
guy,
heck yeah.
this guy, truly, if you really want to talk about it, he's a phenom. Like when they were in high school, him and his brother, if they didn't go to OT and say they went to a
Mm-hmm.
G League or say they went to college, they
Yeah.
for sure would be
They go to
phenoms.
college. Yeah. If they would have went to college because of that exposure, for sure.
100%. Bro, I'm really thinking about it. Like Jalen Green's my favorite player, and I think on the Rockets, and I think
Mm-hmm.
he's the best scorer on the Rockets, and he's gonna be the player that gets them over the hump. They can only go as far as he will take them.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Amin Thompson is making an argument to be the best basketball player on the Rockets.
Mm-hmm.
He can do it all. And if he
If
gets
he,
that shot
yeah.
down,
Mm-hmm.
it's scary.
If he gets it, I think Jalen has the ability to be like a prolific scorer. Oh, we gotta see Jalen. We gotta see Jalen play defense at a high level to really put
Mhm.
him in like that upper echelon category. I think, and that's what most people won't give him. Like they that's why they don't see him as high as I think we probably do. But amen. I really think it's not Jalen who needs to be the best. I think if Jabari Smith ends up being who we need him to be, and offensively and defensively, he ends up can be our best player. I think he gives us the best route to like really be an NBA champion. But
Mm.
amen, he has abilities that if like you said, if he gets that shot, if he finds a way to get that shot, he has the ability to play at an MVP level, I think.
Mm.
I think he can be that good.
Phew. I like that. I
Because
like that.
he's gonna be able to affect everything on the court from offense to defense, the playmaking. He's going to get to the rim all the time. I think that's one thing that's going to be evident fast is how easily he's going to be able to get to the rim. I don't know if you saw that clip of him getting past Dylan Brooks and then faking the pass. On it was Jalen on the corner. Brooks was guarding him, and then he got past Brooks, and then Jalen came to help from the corner, and then a man faked the pass, and then he euro stepped And he missed the layup, but like
Oh,
he faked them both out.
I seen that. I did see
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, he gonna be good.
And Dylan
And
Brooks was all defense.
all defense. And they asked Ime, I think today after practice,
Mm-hmm.
said, who stood out so far? And he said, Alvin Thompson.
Yes, bro. I'm
Like,
telling you, if you watch those practice, because Locked In, it's on Locked In Rockets.
hmm
He posts all those. He posts like he's been posting all the like whatever I guess whatever practice scrimmage footage he can. And I'm telling you, bro, if you watch, Amen just stands out, bro. Just physically, athletically, and just special wise.
mm, mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm. I can't wait. Monday. I think it's Monday or Tuesday is the first game.
Oh, for real? It's
First
coming quick.
preseason.
Dang.
It's coming quick. So we got Texans Sunday. I think Astros
Astros. I think
either Saturday or
tomorrow. I think
yeah,
tomorrow. Yeah.
tomorrow first playoff game for the Astros, and then Monday you got the Rockets. Let's fucking go. City's turned up.
Dang. I didn't
Let's
know that. That's
fucking go.
lit.
Real quick, there's obviously we've been doing college football every week. What's a game or two that you're like people need to be tuning in for? Last week it was USC Colorado. What's one this week?
That was a good game too, man. It didn't start off good, and we were recording
Mm,
during it, and you were telling me like you said something like they're doing. I think you said they're doing all right or something. Um, and then I started watching, and I'm like, dog, they ain't doing all right. What is he talking
mhm.
about?
You're like, what the hell he on?
Yeah, but they came back, man. That was a really fun game to watch. But this week is Texas and Oklahoma for sure. Um, I gotta lock in, bro. That's one of my favorite games. I mean, I'm a Texas fan, obviously, so that's one of my favorite games every year. Um, rivalry game. No matter what the records are, you throw them out. Whoever wins that game, you bragging rights. You get to
Mhm.
talk mess to the other fan base. Um, and the past couple of years, Texas lost 2 years ago to Caleb Williams, and maybe that's why I really don't like them.
Mm,
But like they were blowing Oklahoma out. I want to say like 28-0 or something like that, and Oklahoma came back and won that game. And then last year they obviously beat them 49-0. So we'll see, man. I don't know if they have their number or what, but apparently Oklahoma should be better this year, so it should be a better game. Um, but I think that'll be, pretty good game. The last one before they head to the SEC together.
yeah, that'll be. It'll mean something.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know if it'll have the same meaning when they're both in the SEC. But no, I'm excited to watch that. Definitely watch whoever Colorado plays.
I think they play
If
Arizona State.
yeah, so we'll see if they win that one. I'm still locked in on them.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely tuned into Texas now because of you and everybody. But yeah, it's just another good football weekend, man.
Oh yeah, man.
But Walker, I want to go ahead and get into this top five. But going ahead and getting into it, I want to give you the opportunity to kind of let people know about the album. Drake just dropped For All the Dogs. We're both Drake fans. I think I know you already listened to it. I've listened
Mm-hmm.
to it. I want you to give your thoughts and then top five. I want to do your top five favorite songs so far off the album. So the floor is yours, man. For All the Dogs. What was your thoughts, man?
Man, I honestly feel like, and every time, bro, it's like they did this with Honestly Nevermind too. They said it was trash. What is he doing? And then a month or two later, they're like, this thing jams. And now a year later, they're like, bro, we were completely wrong. And I think, and it's weird because I don't understand where this. I've seen a lot of people saying this album's horrible, which is just it's just so like reactionary, and I don't get it from like a sound. I don't get it from a sound wise either though. Like the techno album, it's like okay, I can understand why y'all are trying to say that, but this one I feel like was so good. Like beat wise, I think, um, and maybe it's because people. I think people who don't like these Drake albums, or they want like they just want all rap. They just want an all rap album, so they're never gonna be satisfied. Um, they're probably never gonna be satisfied ever, but they're never gonna be satisfied until they get that, I guess. But I thought it was good, man. I thought it was super cohesive. Um, I think it's gonna be one of those ones. A couple months from now, a year from now, you're gonna be like, bro, this is a good album. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand where the hate is coming from. Like, I liked a lot of those songs on there. And maybe it's because people don't like him singing. But I appreciated the album, man. I can't wait to give it some more listens, and like you have to take that in multiple times before making a judgment, especially if you don't like him already.
Yeah. It kind of feels like we're at that point where he's been doing it so long that people just want to see him fall off. They want
Yeah.
to see him not be as successful. And it's a weird thing because the man ain't going nowhere. The man's been doing it for a long time. And you got to just appreciate it while you can because once he is gone, there ain't nobody right now that's around that you feel like could take
Yeah.
it and run with it. Like music kind of sucks. It's redundant,
Yeah.
and his is the only thing that's kind of like highly anticipated anymore. You know,
Yeah.
so people just need to shut up.
We were talking about that, and like I don't know what's gonna happen when J. Cole and Kendrick and Drake, and I'm not even a Kendrick fan. I don't really care for his music at all, but like they're like the three biggest like rap stars out. Period. I mean, you got Travis Scott, I think too, but like I don't think people are listening to Travis Scott to hear rapping, and maybe that's why people are mad at Drake because they want to hear rapping, but um, like those are the three biggest like rappers, and I don't see who replaces that.
Mhm.
Like, and maybe, and like, I was talking in a group chat about this. It's like, maybe it's just like, I think it might just be like our generation getting old. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody's going to take their spot.
Mhm.
We might not just like them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's not going to be another Drake where they are on a 10-year run at the top. But like, it's going to be somebody who has a nice little 3, 4, 5 year run as the best rapper. I just don't know who that person. Usually, you know that person is, right? It's like Lil
Mhm.
Wayne. It was Lil Wayne, and then he handed the torch over to Drake.
Mhm.
Like we saw that being handed over. We don't know who. I don't know who it is. Maybe NBA YoungBoy.
Maybe.
Like he the only person I feel with, but I don't think he sells a lot of albums, but he is big on the internet.
Mhm.
So I don't like you got to think about these guys will sell out state like arenas.
Not a lot of
I
rappers
don't
doing that.
Yes, not a lot of rappers are doing that anymore. I think Little Baby had a hard time selling out his shows.
He had to cancel shows.
Yeah.
Like, come
So
on.
I
It
don't
just
know. I don't know what's gonna happen whenever those big three retire for real.
yeah. It'll be interesting, man. And I wish we got to hear them collab more. I know Kendrick kind of do his own thing, but I know Jake. We did get a J Cole,
Yeah.
Drake song on this, so it was good. Good hearing that. But yeah, man, Poetic Justice, man,
That was.
that was a good collab. You know,
Oh,
classic.
he was on. Kendrick was on. What's the other one too with Drake? I love that. That's my the problem.
Mm-hmm.
He was on that
Yeah,
one too.
that's another one, good one.
Mm.
But what would you say from this album? I know it's early, just came out today. But what would you say is your top five songs that you're like, these are either going to be hits or these are hits to me, and these are my top five songs off this album?
Let me hear yours first. If you got yours, you got yours
Okay.
ready.
I do have mine, and in no particular order. I'm just gonna give you 5 songs off the album that I like, and I'm waiting for somebody to put them chopping screwed on YouTube. I
Oh,
love I just love listening to music slowed down,
bro, me
and
too.
that's how I like to consume it, and I feel like I can understand the music better when I get it in that way. That's just a
Hmm.
For me, it's just a better way to digest it. But um, Virginia Beach is one, so let's go 5.
Hmm.
Um, First person shooter,
Hmm.
let's go 4. 7969 Santa, I love that. Shout out to Beaumont. I got people from over there,
Oh
so that's
man,
3.
Tizo Touchdown had a big influence on this album. He was on like two, three songs. I feel like.
Yeah, it was. He shot it out a couple times. Um, a members only, the part next
Yes.
door. You know what I'm saying? And then fuck it, I would say probably either gently or what would Pluto do. Um,
Mm.
but yeah, man. Hey, I could add more. Rich baby daddy. I fucking like that one. That's fun.
SZA went in on that boy.
The SZA went in.
Me
I
and Ross
mean,
were listening to that earlier, and I was like, "What is she going to?" Because it was so upbeat. I was like,
yeah,
"I don't know how she going." She usually
come in
on
on it.
slower, yeah, she usually on slower songs, but she killed it.
Yeah,
I love that sister, man. But yeah.
yeah, I do too. I'm a fan.
All right. So then my five, that's a good one. I'd probably go. Um, I like Drew or Picasso.
Okay.
I like that one. Um, I'm gonna go 4. Is it Away from Home? I think it was called. Is
Let me
that
look.
one of them?
Let me look. I just
It's
put
like
it
the
down.
second to last song.
Away from home.
Yeah, I'll go 4. Away from Home. 3. Man, oh man, you're right. There's some good ones on there. 3. I might go. BB, BBL Love interlude.
Ooh,
Yeah, that was. He was talking some real stuff on there, boy.
I like
Boy
a
said,
good interlude.
would you love me if I was had a CDL driving an
God,
18
hey,
wheeler?"
come on.
He said, "Would you love me if I wasn't Drake and I was Fred or said whatever he was saying, bro?" I was, oh man. He talked about his girl, like a boyfriend buying tickets for his show, girlfriend getting dolled up and looking at me like she's single, like she got a hall pass. I'm like, oh man, he going in on this one, but yeah. So at BBL Love interlude. I gotta you pick members only, and I gotta put members only on there. But I don't want to pick all the same ones as you. But that for sure is probably
That's
has to
hard.
be my top two.
And
But
that
then I'm gonna
slowed
go,
down. Ooh,
first person shooter, and then I liked Amen a lot. I liked Amen with
I haven't
Tizo touchdown.
I haven't given it a listen. My wife woke me up this morning and said, "Hey, that." I guess she got ready to the
Hmm.
album this morning, and she's like, I like the album so far, but that Amen song's trash." Because I seen the track list, as I was like, "Oh, you got a song, Amen." I was like,
Yeah,
"Fuck it, I'm gonna love it." Like I love it, and I was like, "That's gonna be my song." And she said that, so I never give it a try this morning. I need to
I
listen.
liked it, man. I had heard some Tizo touchdowns, like, cause Drake kept pushing Tizo touchdown, and I had heard, like, I went to go check him out, and like it wasn't really for me.
Hmm.
But he definitely talented. But on this album, the way he used his voice on this album, I was like, bro, I like this. I like how Tizo, like, he was sliding on there. He was on another song too. He might have been on that. Was he on 79, 69 Santa? Is that the Snoop Dogg narrated
Yeah,
song? Yeah, I
yeah.
think he was on. Yeah, he was on that.
Was he the one saying for all my dog or all the dogs or something like?
I don't know. I just remember he was singing on there.
Mm,
Um, And then I like the freak. I forgot the freaking. I like the 21 Savage song too. Like they can't really miss.
Mm-hmm.
And I like Daylight. Daylight was on. I feel like Daylight's a real good workout session, hoop session song.
Yeah, man. I think people gonna come around to it.
Oh yeah,
That's how it's been, like you said, the last couple ones. So we're gonna see.
really.
But
It's like every time it's like that.
yeah,
I think Scorpion maybe people were cool with. Or no, her loss. I feel like her loss. People were like, okay, I like this
yeah,
because there was a lot of rap, but they ain't like Certified Lover Boy. They ain't like honestly. And Certified Lover Boy is super good, but
they always come around.
yep.
Always come around. But Walker, that is episode 93. Before we get out of here, is there anything you want to share with the people before we go?
Oh man, nah, man, just yeah, man, check that Drake. Get that Drake. If you only gave him one listen at 6 in the morning, man, you probably need to live with it a little bit longer, man.
You know what I'm saying? Go another spin.
Yeah, give
Or,
it a couple more spins, man.
or like us, listen to the slow down version.
hmm
What
Somebody,
you
somebody will have it slowed and reverbed here in a couple days if they don't have it up already.
Oh, we're putting members only slow to reverb as the outro
hmm
already. It's already happened.
You
You know,
found it?
it's gonna happen. you know,
Yeah. Somebody will post it.
yeah, somebody gonna post it. But all right, Walker, we out of here. For all the people listening, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, go Texans.
hmm
All right, Walker.